Hey yogis, it's Kim and we have Juliet with us here today. We're going to need a block today. If you don't have a block, some sort of a book will do. And then a pillow as well. Just grab something off of your couch. We'll start in a comfortable seat. We'll be holding the pillow, so you can simply sit on the floor or you can sit on your block like Juliet has done here, or on your knees instead. Go and grab your pillow. So we'll be hugging the pillow. This is a calming breath. So it'll be inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, and then we'll hold at the bottom of the exhale for 6. Now if the body wants to inhale, go ahead and let it, but just hold the exhale as long as you can. So set yourself up. Give your pillow a little hug. You can close your eyes if you want. Take just a moment to arrive. Let's take a breath together. Everybody inhaling here. Exhale fully. Hold the pillow a little tighter. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, hold 4, out 4, hold 6, in 4, hold 4, out 4, hold 6, in 4, hold 4, out 4, hold 6. And then just let the breath return to normal. You can keep hugging the pillow, you can keep the eyes closed and just start to take some nice big neck rolls. And if you roll the head in one direction, switching as you're ready, just sort of feeling comfortable in your own space. And then let the eyes flutter open. We'll move the pillow out of the way here, move the block, if you're sitting on one, out of the way. We're going to come to sit in the middle of our mat on our butts with the feet in front of us. Good. Extend the legs as much as you can. Hands will be by the hips here. Now, if you have long arms, you can stay on the palms. But for most of us, you'll want to come up on the fists because we want to be able to push down and get the butt up off the earth. Good. So press down, lift up through the butt, bend the knees, lift the hips. Move with the breath, extend the legs, hips go through the arms. Bend the knees, lift the hips, extend, push through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend with the own breath. And then the next time you come back down, set the butt down. Bring the hands behind you, fingers face forward, bend the knees, soles of the feet on the earth. Good. From here, bend the elbows and then kind of wrap them towards each other nice, so then the shoulder blades started to retract. And then you can lift up a little bit from there. And just take a moment here, breathing into the collarbones, actively retracting the shoulders. And then we'll hold reverse tabletop for a moment. So ground into the hands and the feet. Lift up the hips. Gaze can be up, back, or forward, but keep thinking about that retraction of the shoulder blades. And then exhale, lower the butt back down. We'll come to standing, a standing forward fold. So roll forward. Any way you want to get to standing, get a nice bend in the knees here. And before we get too into this, go ahead and grab your block. Set it at the top of your mat so we've got it nearby. Good. Nice deep bend in the knees here. Let the head go and start to just pedal out the legs one at a time. So just bend one knee, bend the other knee. It's okay if they both keep a bend in them. Come up on the fingertips if you're not. Keep pedaling the knees out. Start to walk the hands forward so we get a little bit more length. If you want your block, it's nearby. And then from here, we'll bend the left knee as we work on straightening the right leg and walk the right hand more forward so we get that extra length through the right side body and the right back body, grounding through the whole right foot. And then walk the right hand back, bend the right knee. Straighten the left leg, ground evenly through the foot, bend the right knee as much as you want, and then walk the left fingers, the left hand a little more forward. Breathing into all of that. And then release that. Take a moment here in your ragdoll. Bring the awareness to the feet. Imagine you've got like 3 corners. So we have the ball of the big toe, we have the base of the pinky toe, and then we have the heel. So try to press into the ball of the big toe, press into the base of the pinky toe, and then press into the heel. And then try to evenly weight all of them while lifting through the arches. So we're really grounded here. Let the head go if you started to engage it, and then roll up to standing, just one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. When you get there, just roll the shoulders back. All right, we're getting straight into the hips. Shift the weight into the left foot. Figure 4 balance. So lift up the right leg. Externally rotate, ankle is on the left thigh. This is why you have your block. Bend the left knee, bring the butt low. You can go high on the block to help yourself out with the balance. If you want, you can have a couple blocks. If you want, you can have no blocks. We'll just take a second here, breathing into that right hip. And then lift your way up to standing. Step the right foot next to the left foot. Lift the left leg up. Basket the fingers. Bring them around the left shin here. We're going to high lunge. So now start to tip forward. Soften through the right knee. Send the left foot back. Fingertips on the earth. Lift the torso. Interlace the hands behind the low back, palms together. Bend the elbows, wrap them behind you, nice. And then chase the floor. Really good. Keep knitting the ribs in some from here. Bend the left knee, scoop the hips, good. Breathe that space into the front body. And then lower the left knee all the way down. Grab the block, bring it over to the right side of the hip. It's probably going to want to be on high. So we get to lean into this block here. We can have fingertips on the block. Bring the left arm up and then reach over to the right side, palm down. Good. And then from here, sort of circle forward with the torso, circle the fingers forward, and then circle the hand back, palm down. Move through that. Circle the hand forward, circle it over to the right. Move the spine. Circle forward, circle the arm back. Move with the breath. Circle forward, circle right. Circle forward, circle back. Circle forward, circle right. Circle forward, circle back. Once more. Circle forward, circle right. Circle forward, circle back. Warrior 2, tuck the back toes if you haven't. Lift the back knee. Open everything up to the side of the mat. Left toes follow the left hip point. You see this nice alignment. Reach forward and back. And let's bend and extend the right knee. Just a few times. Working on tracking that knee forward so it follows the toes. And then find warrior 2, ground through the feet here. Find those 4 corners. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Reach forward. Keep that length in the right side body. Bend the right arm. Set it on the thigh. Reach the left arm forward, palm down. Ground through the pinky toe, set edge of the left foot. Knit the ribs in here. Circle around, left fingertips down, come up on the back toes, lizard pose. Heel toe the right foot out, come up on the fingertips, and just kind of move through your own hips here. So that could be stillness, that could be movement, that could be back knee up or down. And then lower the back knee if you haven't. You can be on the fingertips or the hands. Have the right toes and the right knee face forward. Stay strong in the ankle. Wing the right knee away from you so you come onto the pinky toe side of the foot. This can be a really subtle movement or it can be a big movement. You can move here. You can be still. Bring that knee back in. Angle the right toes out at a 45. Malasana, you can sit on your block. Step the left foot up and forward. Heel out. Lower the hips down. So if you want to sit on your block, that's a great approach. If the heels are off of the earth, try to figure out a way to get them on the earth. So you can always step them a little bit wider. By them, I mean the feet. You can always reach the arms forward. Now, if you have tight hips, bear with us on this. Bring the fingertips behind you. We're trying to get the butt to the earth. Yes. Walk the hands back, fingers face forward. Wrap the elbows together. Bring the legs together, supported Navasana. Extend the legs as much as they'll go. You can keep a nice bend in the knees if you want. Bend the knees, soles of the feet to the earth. Reverse tabletop. Lift the hips up. One breath. And then all the way to standing. So to get there, let's lower the butt. Let's grab the back of the thighs. Let's rock and roll. So kind of rock back and then roll all the way up. Might take a few times. Good commitment. Grab hold of your block. Bring it around to the front of the mat in case you want it later. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. Shift the weight into the right foot. Lift the left leg up. Externally rotate through the hip, ankle on thigh. Figure 4 balance. Hinge the hips, bend the knees. So you've got a block here if you need it. You can go with just the balance like Juliet is up to. You can be still or you can move. Just be with the breath. Ground into the standing foot. Lift up. Step the left foot next to the right. Lift the right foot up. Basket around the shin. Soften the left knee. Hinge forward. High lunge. Send the right foot back. Toes to the earth. Lift the torso. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Palms together if they will. You can always bend the elbows. Wrap them towards each other and then chase the floor. And then we're bending that back knee. Scooping the pelvis. Maybe knitting the ribs in some. Breathing into your front body. Lower the right knee down to the earth. Grab hold of your block. Bring it over to the left side. It's probably going to want to be on high. So that's something for you to use. Reach the right arm up and then reach over towards the left, palm down. Take one breath. And then from here, circle the arm forward, palm down, circle the arm behind you. Circle the arm forward, reach over to the left. Circle forward, circle back. Circle forward, reach left. Circle forward, circle back. Circle forward, reach left. One more, circle forward, circle back. Circle forward, reach left. Circle forward, tuck the back toes. Warrior 2, lift it up. Find your stance. Take a moment to check in with the feet. See, we've got the knee nice and bent in the front. We've got a straight leg in the back. And then we'll move this front knee, bending and extending it. As you do that, make sure the knee is tracking forward here. So it goes along with the toes here. And we've got the toes facing the top of the mat. And then we'll land with this knee bent. Warrior 2, ground through the feet. Lift through the pelvic floor. Let the head float. Reach, 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 reach forward. Keep that lengthened left side body. Good. Bend the left elbow. Forearm on thigh. Reach the right arm forward. Palm down. So that palm down gets that rotation of the shoulder. Ground through the pinky toe side of the right foot. Take a breath. Lizard pose. Circle around, right hand down, come up on the back toes. Heel toe the left foot out. Left foot, what is this? Hand on the earth. And then you can move, or you can be still. You can be on the fingertips, or you can be lower. And then right knee to the earth, if it's not already there. Be strong through this left ankle, left toes and left knee face straight forward, and we'll wing this left knee out to the side. This can be a big movement or a small movement, but within it, think about sort of leveling out the hips. Bring this left knee back in, sole the foot on the earth. Angle the toes out at a 45. Step the right foot up and wide. We're back to Malasana. Lowering down. So if you find that you're rounding, that's when you reach the arms forward. If you find you've got a nice long spine, that's when you can start to bring the hands to prayer or even fists together. Sprinkle the fingertips behind you. Lower the butt down. Might not be graceful, might be. Walk the hands behind you, fingers forward. Bend the elbows, wrap them, legs together, lift the legs up. Use that deep low belly to gather in. Bend the knees, soles of the feet on the earth. Lift the hips here. And then lower the hips back down. Whole thing one more time. We'll move a little faster. Rock and roll all the way up to standing. Good. If you know you want the block, grab it. If not, that's fine. Lift your way up. Externally rotate right hip. Ankle on thigh. Figure 4 balance just for a moment. Lift your way up to standing. Right foot steps next to left. Lift the left knee. Gather through the shin. High lunge. Reach those toes back. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Soften the back knee to get that scoop in the pelvis. Lower the right knee all the way down. Grab your block. Bring it over to the right. Remember, palm down. Circle the arm forward and then over and then forward and then back. We'll do a few as fast or as slow as you want. Over and forward. Forward and back. Forward and over. Forward and back. 2 more. Forward and over. Forward and back. Last one we'll hold. Forward and over. Yes, and that's where we hold. Yes. Take a breath here. Warrior 2. So uncircle, lift the back knee. Be nice to the knees as you move. Find warrior 2. Within it, ground through the feet. Magnetize the legs together. Extended side angle. Reach. Bend the right arm, forearm on thigh. Left fingers reach forward, palm down. Take a breath. Lizard pose, left fingers to the earth, heel toe the right foot out, come up on the back toes. I'll cue another variation here, only if you want it. Left knee down, kick the right toes out at a 45. Yeah, lift the right hand, set it on that inner thigh. And now we peel up. So now we come to the pinky toe side of the right foot using the hand. And here we can actually lift up through the heart some. And this is nice. You can come up on the fingertips or a block if you want. Close this back off. Sole the right foot to the earth. Step the left foot up. Touch down in Malasana. Sprinkle the fingertips behind you, butt down, hands behind you, fingers forward, magnetize the elbows together, knit the legs together. Soles of the feet on the earth, lift the hips, reverse tabletop. This time, little and lower the butt down, come onto the back. We'll take one bridge pose here, just one. Walk the feet in towards the hips. Press into the feet, lift the hips up, and then isometrically drag the feet towards you. If you want, you can walk the hands or the shoulders closer together. The hands can even interlace. Feel the glutes fire. And then come up on the toes. Start with the top of the spine, so walk the shoulders further away if you need. See if you can roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Last time through. Rock and roll up to your feet. all the way to standing. Shift the weight into the right foot, lift the left leg, externally rotate, ankle on thigh, bend the standing leg, figure four balance for a moment. Press up to standing, step left foot next to right, lift the right leg up, basket the shin. Hinge forward, send the right foot back. We're going to a lunge. Toes on the earth, lift the torso, interlace the hands behind you the non-dominant way. Soften that back knee so that we can scoop through the pelvis. Lower the right knee down. Grab your block, bring it over to the left here. So it's something to support us. Palm down. Circle the arm forward and over. Forward and back. Forward and over. Forward and back with your own breath, as fast or as slow as you want. Forward and back. Forward and over. Forward and back. 1.5 more. Forward and over. Forward and back. We hold this one. Forward and over. Hold. Breathe into the side body. Warrior two. Circle around. Lift the back knee. Adjust the feet. The feet have to move to find warrior two here. Ground into the feet and then magnetize the legs together so that they fire and the head floats. Extended side angle, reach long, bend the elbow, forearm on thigh. Right fingers reach forward, palm down. Get that length in the right side body, ground through the back foot. Lizard, right fingers down, come up on the back toes. Heel toe the left foot out. So I'll offer a variation, but do what you need. If you want, back knee down. Angle the left toes out, lift the left hand. Bring it to the inside of this left thigh, and then we gently press away. We peel up the sole of the foot here. And if we want, we can actually lift the heart some in this one. You can always come up on the right fingertips or place those on a block. And then closing back off. Sole the foot on the earth, last malasana. Right foot up, lower down. Let's hold this one for just a moment. Reconnect to the idea of the three corners of the feet. So at the big toe, at the pinky toe, and then at the heel. Press down into them as we lift up, firing through the pelvic floor, a little through the glutes, lengthening through the crown of the head, finding ease in the shoulders. Sprinkle the fingertips behind you. Lower the butt down. Last little Navasana. Walk back, fingers forward. You got it. Lift the legs. Lower the feet down. Lift the hips. Reverse tabletop. And then lower back down. We'll go on to our backs. We just take a figure four bridge. One on each side. And then we'll be closing out our practice. So walk the feet in. Lift up the left foot. Place the ankle on the thigh. Wing the knee out. Now, if you want something a bit more grounding or restorative, you can stay here and take a figure four supine stretch. You can also lift that right foot up off the earth. If you want the little bit of activation, you'll lift the hips for the bridge variation. So press into the right foot, lift the hips up. If you like, you can walk the arms and the shoulder blades closer together. You do not have to. And then with control, lowering down. Set the left foot on the earth, windshield wiper knees one time each way. And then we'll come back to center. Lift the right leg, ankle on thigh. Now you can stay here or lift the left foot for just a nice supine stretch. But lift the hips for the bridge variation. You can always walk the shoulder blades and the arms closer if that feels more comfortable or more stable. And then slowly rolling our way down. And then uncross one windshield wiper of the knees side to side. And then we'll gather the thighs into the chest and give them just a little hug here. You can lift the head, neck, and shoulders, or you can leave them grounded. And then rock and roll your way up to a seat, or find any way to a seat. Grab your pillow. We'll be closing out using our pillow. We're going to put it on our mat and lay on it. So belly down, pillow goes kind of in the middle of your mat. We're going to bring our belly onto the pillow here. And maybe the chest gets on it too some. So a few things you can do with the head. You can stack the hands and place the forehead on the hands. You can place the head on a block. You can turn the head to one side. We'll just do 3 rounds of our breath work here. So it'll be an inhale for 4. Hold for 4. This time it'll be a full exhale as long as you need, and then a hold for 6. So first a breath together, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Biggest exhale you can do. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. Hold 4. Biggest exhale you can do. Hold 6. In 4. Hold 4. Biggest exhale you can do. Hold 6. And then let the breath return to normal. You can close out class here in a prone savasana. Let yourself feel calm here. Feel safe and grounded. And allow yourself to remain here as long as you want. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Peace for the body, peace for the mind, and peace for the spirit.